Welcome back to the channel. This is AZ Jason, and we're showcasing Alliance War off-season between season 31 and 32. I have joined a new alliance. It's Jug 2. They're ranked 18th in Alliance Quest, and this is a off-season Alliance War practice. I have a new lane assignment, which is something new and exciting. Path 1. First up, we've got ManThing. On this node, he's unblockable for the very first 6 seconds, and that just fell off, and so now it's kind of a basic fight, although he does regenerate quite a bit, and when he regenerates, he's also unblockable, so just gotta kind of play a little bit safe there. I'm working on getting the infections up, which are gonna help manage him a little bit. I did make a mistake there where I kind of had a sort of a delayed response to try and counterattack, and then he parried me. Didn't punish me too bad, and really that's gonna be the only real big mistake I make in this fight. If you're kind of watching his power bar, he does throw some specials and he gets another regen again, but I've got the infections on him. As we kind of build up the infections, you can kind of see where I'm hitting him. He isn't really gaining that much power. So that's a really great reason why Warlock is such a great counter here for this particular node. Nice little for-it combo, dash back, and another full combination to take him out. First fight down and got the solo. Next up we have Elsa Bloodstone. I have her as a rank 3 awakened, so very familiar with her attacks. The best key here is just bring a mutant. Could have been Apocalypse, could have been Archangel, but I only have room for one on the team. This is a 6-star rank 3 Archangel. He is not a horseman, but really just with the 2 heavies, she's already at half health. Now, the mistake I made there, I think, was for some dumb reason I basically hit into her block and push her to a bar power, and then basically let her go ahead and throw a special attack into my block, which I was just doing to kind of play it safe. After a few hours, we had challenges getting this Domino down, so we're kind of strategizing on best approach. This is hit counter, and it also would apply a shock against me, but she's at 25%, so I'm just kind of playing it slow. And interesting enough, it kind of the parries are working initially, but then she started sort of going through me in the block, so took a dumb hit there. But able to kind of just hold block and then get her down here in relatively short order. So I think had that gone the full fight, Warlock's probably not the best counter, but in the situation it kind of worked out well. Next up we have EMP Modification, which applies a shock. We too were strategizing on who the best approach would be. We had an option of Doom, and also MOLEMAN. Now that took a full combo right there in the face. I wasn't quite ready for her sort of counter strike there. And now it's just a pretty typical MOLEMAN fight where I'm doing 3-4 combos, trying to evade obviously her special attacks there, but letting her hit in my block when I'm unstoppable. Got some nice intercepts, and we'll be taking her down here in short order. Special 2 is a lot easier to evade than special 1, but just want to play it safe here. So again, hold block, let her hit into my block. I'm unstoppable for a fraction of a second. I can kind of get those counters in pretty easily. MOLEMAN is a beast, and I am running Suicide. That's one thing here with my new alliance. I ran Path 8 so much, and there's a heal block in that entire path, so Suicides are just not an option. And oftentimes required Mystics, which Mystics tend not to be the best run Suicides either, so it's kind of fun running the Suicide Masteries again and just seeing what options exist. Next up we have Immoral Abomination. I too have him as a rank 3 6-star. He's actually in my Prestige at SIG 200. So pretty familiar with him, but you'll see right off the bat I basically eat a heavy, which is not a great way to start. But again, this is Warlock, and he's going to be able to manage the power bar pretty well as we build up the infections. And for a reason, I was trying to dex out of his special 2s, and you'll see the first one there. There's another one I eat as well, and I finally get back in sort of the rhythm and start fighting like I should be fighting. There's a second one I sort of get clipped on at the end, which is kind of stupid. The opponent is running Suicide, so this is an easier fight, but I'm also not boosted at all, so this is fairly representative of what the in-season might look like. And again, you see the infections kind of like parrying and backing off, and you see his power bar just sort of draining. That's the impact of the infections from Warlock, which is why he makes such a great solution for this path where there's a lot of healing, and we can kind of manage that, and also the power. So throw the SP3, doesn't quite kill him, but he's on the verge, 14%. More parries again. You look at his power bar, is just completely draining, so this is completely in control, and he goes down. So next up, we've got this Medusa, 6-star, I assume rank 3, and I'm thinking MOLEMAN's the best option for managing her auto block. Against off season, I do not bother boosting. I don't bother healing up. Something interesting here, I kind of get the first intercept in nice, and then she just get the heavy in, kind of build up my monster mass, and then here she just busts right through my block. So I'm not honestly sure what happened there, but that's probably part of the reason why she's even on this note, or a decent defender. So now I'm just playing cat and mouse, and I'm not going to let her hit my block anymore if I can help it, short of having unstoppable up. So she's got some regen, but I'm just going to power through it. Watch this last hit. 21,000. Dead. So that's pretty fun. I've not used MOLEMAN in Alliance War at all, because again, he's not conducive at all for Path 8 when I was in another Alliance. So last fight here, and partly reason why I brought Archangel. Teammate on Path 2 has a lot of Apocalypse fights, so got him ranked up. Applied the Horseman pre-fight, and that's one heavy, and he's down to 75%. Second heavy. Oh, I guess I'm not doing heavy here. We're just doing some basic attacks. Managed to evade the one special one that he's throwing. 17%. This gets stunned from the neurotoxins and just let him bleed out. So that's pretty fun. This is my first Alliance War. I ended up taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fights. Soloed all of them. I did have a little bit of cleanup duty on that Domino. But overall, I think this is definitely a success, and I'm just excited for some new content and doing something different than Path 8 and Alliance War. I've been kind of stuck in a rut for a little while, so excited for something new. Hope you enjoyed the video and look forward to more off-season Alliance War. And I've also got some new paths in Alliance Quest, so look forward to that as well. Talk soon.